The history of tearing down goalposts, according to The Athletic, goes back to before football was the football we know it today. Back when it was still a twist on rugby, when points only counted when the ball was kicked through the goalpost, Yale beat Harvard 1-0 on a November Saturday in 1876. A newspaper account of the game said Yale rooters tore down the goalpost so that, quote, Harvard should not be able to kick a goal. Well, apparently no football team's fans tore down more goalposts over the years than Rutgers. Keep that in mind. But we wanted to know how many times fans have put the uprights prone in a river. Up to now, they've all taken place in the Volunteer State.
From 32 yards, that kick is no good! Tennessee wins!
This whole goalpost filling in as a flotation device can be traced back to the late 90s, when Tennessee snapped a 5-game losing streak to Florida. A good chunk of the 107,000 fans took all of 30 seconds to take down the goalpost, then later take them out of Neyland Stadium for a night walk in Knoxville.
I forget the exact route. I do remember a few street signs met their demise and a couple saplings, but ultimately we tossed it in the river where the parking garage is now out behind the stadium. We were so tired of carrying it and so many other people had already pulled off that we didn't know what else to do, so it made sense to put it down in a remarkable spot.
The Orange Crush is on in Knoxville after one of the craziest games we have ever experienced.
Then, 24 years later, once again at Neyland Stadium.
And those are some very important uprights that are coming down.
The Vols beat Alabama for the first time in 16 tries.
And we'll find out where those uprights ended up.
Well, it'd be the same spot they did nearly a quarter century earlier. Once again, after a trek to the Tennessee River.
And the biggest win on the West End. Vanderbilt takes down #1 Alabama.
Football fans would not have to wait so long for another chance to commemorate a Crimson Tide loss with another soggy celebration.
And the rest of the students will do the same.
In October of this year, Vanderbilt beat top-ranked Alabama for the first time in 40 years. And following the Vols' lead, the Commodore fans commandeered the whole goalpost and marched it down Nashville's Broadway, tossing it into the Cumberland River. And well worth the 3-mile walk. So there you go, another tradition taken. As long as we're keeping score, right? We could just add this goalpost in the nearby river as just another game day tradition Boise State has borrowed from the fight song, which we've already demonstrated is a clear knockoff of the University of Idaho version. And then, you know, when you go to the game and you hear that's another Bronco first down that the fans yell in the stadium, I believe that was co-opted from the Cougars of Washington State a few years ago. This one now kind of makes sense. I mean, the river's right there, so why not? And as we talked about with Abby, yeah, they need to replace it. But at least the Albertson Stadium crew has a few weeks to get those goalposts replaced, or at least that one. Fresno State plays Northern Illinois in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl coming up on December 23rd.